Hi everyone, welcome back to Xamarin.Forms 101. I'm your host, Maddy, and today we're going to look at some of my favorite resources for getting started with Xamarin development and keeping up with the latest Xamarin news. First and foremost, open a new tab in your browser, type in Xamarin.com, hit enter, and bookmark it, because that is the landing page for most of the resources I'm going to show you today, and it'll be a really easy way to get back to them if you don't come back to this video and click on the show notes, where all the links also are. This is Xamarin.com right here. It's on .net.microsoft.com. Xamarin.com will redirect you right here. And it's kind of the landing page for Xamarin and what it is, but it also has all these links up here just to get you familiar with Xamarin and keep you in touch with some of our more popular places that people like to go. First and foremost, there's that Learn tab. And on this, we've compiled a couple different courses and videos and tutorials that help you get started developing with Xamarin. So right up top, we have the Xamarin 101 series, which is a really great video series that kind of gets you familiar with the main concepts of Xamarin. And some more stuff down here, whether it's tutorials or documentation, other videos. You can go ahead and click through them and see which ones are applicable to you. We also link to the Xamarin documentation right here. If you go to the Xamarin documentation and you go to Overview, what is Xamarin? You can see these quick starts right here and also tutorials on different controls that are really popular. So there's anything from file new to actually hooking in a database and styling, and tutorials for all different kinds of controls, from your simple label all the way to something like an app lifecycle and, again, a database. If we go back to Xamarin.com, you'll see this Customers tab right here, and that brings you to our Customer Showcase, which shows you some of the existing companies out there right now building apps with Xamarin for their company. And you can go in and click in and read case studies about all of these things, sometimes see screenshots of the app, learn what types of Xamarin products and libraries they're using, and see a little bit more about the power of Xamarin. Additionally, you can go into our community showcase right here, which brings you to Built with .net. And that is a different way to see a showcase of projects, especially ones that we didn't have a full blog for the customer showcase here. Next, we have the link to the forums. And the forums are kind of your go-to place for Xamarin questions. Think of it as Stack Overflow for Xamarin. We've got all the different categories you can think of for Xamarin questions, whether it's Xamarin.Forms or iOS, Android, and even just general cross-platform questions. This is a really active community. I love reading through the forums, and I usually, when I have an issue, I can find an answer to it somewhere on the forums. Back on Xamarin.com, the last regular tab we have here is Blog. And the Xamarin Blog is an amazing resource to keep up with the Xamarin world, especially things that are coming out of the Xamarin team themselves. So we'll always post when there are new versions of Visual Studio that come out, when there are new things that we're shipping, when things go stable, when there are conferences happening. And this is an awesome place to just subscribe to, scroll to, check it out on Twitter. The Xamarin HQ Twitter always tweets about our blogs, and it'll keep you up to date with the latest and greatest in Xamarin. Finally, if we click back in Xamarin.com on this Get Started button right here, it's going to take us to the Hello World in 10 Minutes Xamarin tutorial, which is just a nice way to get started, really easy through this website. And you can see the other tutorials we have down here on the left. There are two more resources I want to point out that aren't actually linked to from this top bar right here. One is Microsoft Learn, which is a free resource where you can pick a learning path and go through tutorials similar to the ones that you see on Xamarin.com through Microsoft Learn's platform. And you can actually filter by Xamarin in .net on the Microsoft Learn browse page, and there are a whole lot of quick starts and tutorials you can go through. And so it's as simple as just getting started to things like consistent XAML pages with styles, local data, publishing, a whole lot of stuff. So definitely check this out if you're looking for a more in-depth tutorial. And they also are rated beginner and intermediate and advanced. So you can kind of get an idea of whether you think you're ready for that tutorial or not. Last but absolutely not least is the Xamarin Developers YouTube, which is the home for a lot of the videos that you're watching, like this one, some of the videos like the Xamarin 101s, and we've sorted them into playlists for you. So if you're trying to figure out certain things or see highlights from different conferences, you can go and just click on a playlist. So we've got Build and Developer Summit, .NET Conf. We've got the Xamarin Show and Xamarin.Forms 101s, Xamarin Essentials API of the Week, all that great stuff. I would definitely subscribe to the Xamarin Developers YouTube because that means every time we post a new video, you'll see we posted a new video. So like I said, I'll link to all of these in the show notes, but Xamarin.com is your resource for all things Xamarin. Make sure you bookmark it and feel free to reach out with any questions. See you next time.
Hey, it's James, checking in on your Xamarin.Forms journey into mobile development. Don't forget to do all the things such as like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell so you get all of the latest episodes in your inbox. And while you're here, check out all these awesome Xamarin.Forms 101 videos right here. Get going now.